days, the talk is all about the latest and greatest motorcycles that's out now or coming out. But you know what, guys? You know, we fail to talk about the older motorcycles, how awesome they still are. And some of you guys think are even better than some of these new motorcycles. So, you know, in this video, I'm going to talk about new versus old motorcycles. Which is really better?
Let's go for a ride. You are watching CycleCruza's all-in-one motorcycle channel. Subscribe today. I continue to leave video suggestions, but if you want to see more of my videos, go to my website, CycleCruza.com. Click on the menu tab, My Videos, and those are a bunch of playlists with my nearly 1,300 videos categorized into those playlists to make it easier for you to navigate through.
I absolutely love this bike. You know, this is a 2012 CBR 1000 RR. I've had this since 2014. I bought it leftover new. And I'll tell you guys, I got a lot of bang for my buck out of this bike. I only paid $9,000. Brand new bike. $9,000, man. Doesn't have all the fancy do electronic rider aids on it. It's got fuel injection. And of course, it's got the digital display on there now. And they got the upgraded suspension. It's got the Showa front fork and balance-free rear shock. Suspension is butter on this bike, man. You got the all the fairings are interchangeable. I mean, you can take off this tank cover, all of the whole thing. You can completely change the look of it, like you've seen in my videos. I've changed the look of this, I think, like 4 times or something like that, and I'm thinking about changing it again. It's like changing clothes for your motorcycle. I love that. And if you drop the bike, so what? Change the fairings. You can get inexpensive Chinese fairings, which are fantastic. These are Chinese fairings. I have my OEM fairings sitting in my attic, by the way, in mint condition. I took them off when the bike was new, just because I wanted some custom fairings. But, you know, I just did a video not too long ago, and I was telling you, giving you an update and warning you, for those of you that have the 2017 or 18 Suzuki GSX-R 1000s, where they're having an issue as far as the chain snapping on those bikes because of some issue with the programming and the ECM and whatnot. I posted, I'll include the link to that video in the description and comment section of this video. And a lot of you guys chimed in. You're like, CycleCruza, I'm so glad I got my 2008 Suzuki GSX-R 1000, man. And I have no problems with my bike. You know, these new bikes, you see them with a lot of problems with these electronic rider aids. Woo! And, you know, the new Panigale V4 has got problems. I heard it heats up, or it's got some other issues with that. The R1 has had issues, which much of that can be attributed because it is a new bike, first-year bike, and they have to go, you know, through the years to iron out the issues. They let you guys be the guinea pigs. That's why I tell you, don't avoid first-year run bikes. Even the almighty CBR 1000 RR back in 2008 had oil burning issues and some other issues that they ironed out over the years. That's one reason why I waited so long to buy the 1000 RR. Is I waited until they ironed out that oil burning issue, which I have zero issue oil burning issues with this bike. This bike has been absolutely 100% reliable, awesome. I love it. As I said, I was thinking about selling a while ago, but I changed my mind. I'm just like, this is an amazing bike, man. I love it. And not too many bikes out there you can change all the fairings on the bike. You know, most of the other bikes have painted tanks. You have to take the tank off and paint it. You can't just slap on a fairing like you can with my bike. But I tell you, some of the older bikes are still sick, man. They're fast too. You know, a lot of these people don't realize that them older bikes, you know, out here on the street, guys, it's only so fast. You only can go so fast out here. You know what I'm saying? You don't need 200 horsepower, and that's why they have all these electronic rider aids on these high horsepower bikes, is because to tame the power. that you're not going to really use out here on the street unless you're a highway bandito and like to speed in a straight line, and then you don't need electronic rider aids for that. The point of the electronic rider aids is when you take the bike to the track and to help keep you from you know, low siding on the track, going a little bit faster. And you know what, most of you regular Joe Schmoes out there are not going to go any faster than what you're doing already on your old bike. So getting the latest and greatest with the extra horsepower is really meaningless, to be honest with you, man. You're better off getting this bike. I mean, these older bikes. You save a lot of money, and you don't have the trouble with the electronic rider aids. You don't need traction control. You don't need power modes. This is your traction control and your power mode. And like I say, I like to be F-TAC, full throttle all the time. I want all the power ready at my discretion to use anytime I want to. I don't want to have to flip through menus and all that to get to this and that, to change this, take that off. Forget all that. I want to be riding. I won't be wasting my time messing with menus and all that crap. And I speak from experience. I had the Ducati X Diablo S that had all the electronic rider aids, the Bosch cornering system, the cornering ABS, power modes, yada, yada, yada. And you know what, guys? I never use any of that crap. I turned all of that off, and I had it F-TAC, where I can go full throttle all the time. Full throttle, full power all the time. Woo! I like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need, like I said, this is all the rider aids I need. And them older bikes out here, like this bike, the older Suzuki Jigsers, the older ZX-10Rs, still powerful bikes, still fast, fun. Woo! I love this bike, baby. Woo! Feels good, smooth, so smooth as butter. But I'll tell you guys that really, that's why, you know, I changed my mind on getting the KTM Super Duke 1290. I was gonna get a 2000. I was gonna get a new one, a 2018 brand new. I think I'll get a deal on it for like 15,000 or something. Then I got to thinking, I'm like, man, why not just get me an older used bike, turn it into a Street Fighter, and put a bigger rear sprocket on it. I got all the power I need out here, and I can for a few $1,000s. That's sick and fun. Damn, I need to spend $15,000 on this new the new motorcycle with all this electronic crap that I don't even want to use, could care less about. And I don't even think the bike looks all that good looking to me. It's okay. It looks better in person than it does in video and pictures, I'll tell you that. But you know, save your money, man. You don't need all this newfangled crap. You don't need these new bikes. The old bikes are still awesome out there, I tell you. Get you a used, awesome, or get a salvage bike, older bike, and save even a fortune on it. You know what I'm saying? You have a good time out here. The bike is still fun and reliable, especially these Japanese bikes. These things are just so reliable, man. And that's all you need, baby. You don't need these new motorcycles, man. Forget it. Now I know some of you guys are like, CycleCruza. Woo! Good times, baby. You bought a 2019 YZ450FX and you're telling people you don't need to buy these new motorcycles, dude? The main reason why, and what enticed me to get that bike, is because they made a lot of changes. They lowered the weight on the bike. Also, the main thing that sold me on it was it has a smartphone app. It has a Wi-Fi module on there. You can connect to your smartphone. You can tune the power, you know. You can keep track of maintenance. You can run a diagnostics on it. It's awesome. And that's a rider aid that I like. It doesn't have power mode, ABS, none of that other crap on there. But I like that ability to be able to keep track of the maintenance, tune it the way I want to. When I want to take it to the MX track, I can tune it for more power MX track. They have an MX map, they have a trail map. I mean, you can even make your own custom map right on your smartphone, or have your buddy send you a map. That's awesome. I think they should put that on all the motorcycles. But you can pretty much, you know, you can do that with even the older bikes. You can put a power commander on there, and I think nowadays they have an app where you can connect to your smartphone or something, and you can put some maps and do some different things as well. Not to the extent that, you know, my YZ has, but you can do some cool techie stuff with some of the you know, those bikes, dirt bikes and regular street bikes and whatnot. But I tell you, you don't need these new bikes. Get the old bike, baby. Have a good time, like I'm having on my CBR 1000 double R, baby. Look at that. Instant power, anytime, baby. I don't have to change in no power modes. Full throttle all the time, full power all the time, baby. For those of you guys that want to get my gear, you know, my camo pants, my boots, my gloves, jacket, you know, I got my new jacket, new helmet, everything. If you want to get any of my stuff, I always include links in the description and comment section of my videos, or go to my website, CycleCruza.com, click on the menu tab, My Gear, and that's links to all my stuff.
Hit thumbs up, check out my playlist for new riders and popular videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and check out my other channel, Moto, where I customize a van for my motorcycle so I can live in my van with my motorcycle and travel across the country anywhere. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Moto.